Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Off Campus. In this video we are going to see some important MCQs in electromagnetic field theory which will be helpful for us to clear exams like TNEB Assistant Engineer in TANSET and as well TRB Polytechnic Lecturer exam. Under electromagnetic field theory we are going to check MCQs in magnetism and electromagnetism. See, previously we have discussed in this topic around 51 to 51 MCQs in magnetism and electromagnetism. If you haven't seen those videos still, kindly check with the playlist. Okay, let's go into the video. Remaining 1 to 51 we have seen already. That remaining problems 52. Let's start. What is the magnitude and the direction of force per 1.1 meter length of a pair of conductors of a direct current line carrying 10 amperes and spaced 100 millimeter apart? We need to find out the magnitude and direction of force. How can we relate the force formula F equal to mu naught into I1 I2 L divided by 2 pi d. Okay. So, substitute values for each and everything, we will find out the answers. See, we know the constant value for mu naught, which is 4 into pi into 10 power minus 7. Then what is I1 and I2? See, in that question direct current carrying 10 amperes. Okay. So, I1 and I2 itself 10 only. Okay. So, 10 into 10 into which one? L. What is the length? 1.1 meter length. So, 1.1 divided by 2 into pi into d, right? 2 into pi into d. What is the distance given? Spaced 100 millimeter apart, right? So, 100 millimeter converted into meter as 100 into 10 power minus 3. By solving, see, pi and pi get cancelled, right? Then what will be remaining? 2 into this one 1.1, remaining all, see, 4 by 2. Here 4 by 2 we will get 2. This is the numerical value. Then pi and pi itself get cancelled. Then what is in the numerator? 4 by 2 2 into 1.1, this value into remaining are 10 powers of 10. We need to simplify the powers of 10. See, 10 power 2 into 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 1, that will come to the numerator as 10. Okay. Already 2 10 100, 110 also added, so 1000. So, 10 cube. So, minus 7 plus 3 we will get minus 4. So, 2 into 1 2.2, 2.2 into 10 power minus 4, or by comparing with the options. So, in options there is no 2.2. So, how can we write 22 into 10 power minus 5 Newton. So, according to the option we can simplify force equal to 22 into 10 power minus 5 Newton. Option D is the right option. This is a direct question, just apply the formula and substitute each and every value, we will find out the answer. Okay, no need of calculator also. Okay, then we will move on to the next one. A square cross sectional magnet has a pole strength of 1 into 10 power minus 3 Weber and cross sectional area 20 millimeter and 20 millimeter. What is the strength at a distance of 100 millimeter from the unit pole in the air? Okay, 4 different options are given. We need to find out the what is the strength at a distance. Strength okay, what is the formula? H equal to m divided by 4 pi, this one mu naught. Okay, mu naught mu r into d squared. Okay, H equal to, this is the formula. By substituting all value we will find out the answer. H equal to m divided by 4 pi mu naught mu r d squared. So, H equal to m is nothing but magnet has a pole strength m 1 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 4 into pi value, 4 into pi. What is mu naught? Mu naught value we know that constant value 4 into pi into 10 power minus 7, 10 power minus 7 is missing. So, I am writing here 10 to the power of minus 7. So, 4 pi, already 4 pi in the what formula, and mu naught equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 What is mu r? Mu r is nothing but unit pole in the air. For what is the permeability for air is nothing but 1. So, no need to substitute. Then d squared. What is the distance? 100 millimeter. So, 100 millimeter converted into meter, 100 into 10 power minus 3 whole squared, because whole square, m divided by, this is the formula, m divided by 4 pi into mu naught mu r d squared. Okay. By simplifying we will get 6338 Newton per Weber. Option C, 6338 Newton per Weber. Okay. We will move on to the next one. 54. The unit of flux is same as that of, what is the unit of flux, which is, what is the unit of flux? Weber. So, we need to find out the unit for which one matches in the option. So, for pole strength only we are getting unit as Weber. So, option D, pole strength is the right option. Then 55, unit for quantity of electricity is. So, 4 different options are given. First of all, what is the quantity of electricity? Quantity of electricity refers to charge. So, charge, what is the unit for charge? Coulomb. So, unit for quantity of electricity is nothing but Coulomb. Option D, Coulomb is the right option. Then 56, the Biot-Savart's law is a general modification of Kirchhoff law, Lenz law, Ampere's law, Faraday's law. So, Biot-Savart's law is a general modification of option C, Ampere's law is the right option. Okay. The most effective and quickest way, it is not way of making a magnet from soft iron is, what we need to do, the most effective and quickest way of making a magnet from soft iron is by placing it inside a coil, current carrying current, induction, the use of permanent magnet, rubbing with another magnet. Which one is the most effective way? So, placing it inside a coil carrying current. Option A is the right option. Okay. Then the commonly used material for shielding or screening magnetism is, which one is the commonly used magnetism is nothing but C, soft iron is the right option. Okay. C, soft iron. Then 59, if a copper disc is rotated rapidly below a freely suspended magnetic needle. Copper disc is rotated rapidly below a freely suspended magnetic needle. The magnetic needle shall start rotating with a velocity. 4 different options, that is less than or greater than that of disc and same or opposite direction. So, if a copper disc is rotated rapidly below a freely suspended magnetic needle, the magnetic needle is less than that of a disc and in the same direction. Option D is the right option. Less than that of a disc and in the same direction. Then question number 60, a permanent magnet. What is the property of permanent magnet? Attracts some substances and repels others, attracts all paramagnetic substances and repels others, attracts only ferromagnetic substances, then attracts ferromagnetic substances and repels all others. So, which one is? A permanent magnet attracts some substances and repels others. Option A is the right option. Then the retentivity, it is a property of retentivity of a material is useful for the construction of permanent magnet, transformer, non-magnetic substances, electromagnets. The retentivity of a material is useful for the construction of option A, permanent magnet. What is retentivity? Retain magnetism. Okay, it is useful for the construction of permanent magnets. Then the relative permeability of materials is not constant. For which one? Diamagnetic, para or ferro or insulating. The relative permeability of materials is not constant for ferromagnetic. Option C, ferromagnetic. Okay. Then question number 63, the materials are a bit inferior conductors of magnetic flux than air. When it is less than air, which one? Ferro, para, dia or dielectric. Option C, diamagnetic material or bit inferior conductors of magnetic flux less than air. It is less than air only. Okay. 64. Hysteresis loop in case of magnetically hard materials is more in shape as compared to magnetically soft materials. Which shape? Circular, triangular, rectangular, or none of the above. Hysteresis loop in case of magnetically hard materials is more rectangular in shape and as compared to magnetically soft materials. Magnetically hard materials is more rectangular than soft. Okay, hard materials is more rectangular than soft. Okay, option C, rectangular, is the right option. Then 65. A rectangular magnet of moment M is cut into two pieces of same length. The magnetic moment of each piece will be M, M by 2, 2M, M by 4. The magnetic moment of each piece will be M by 2. Option B is the right option. Then 66. A keeper is used to change the direction of magnetic lines, amplify flux, restore lost flux, provide a closed path for flux. A keeper is used to, option D, provide a closed path for flux. Okay. Then 67. Magnetic moment is a pole strength, universal constant, scalar quantity, or vector quantity. Magnetic moment is a vector quantity. Option D, vector quantity, is the right option. Okay. Then question number 68. The change of cross-sectional area of conductor in magnetic field will affect change of cross-sectional area of area of conductor in magnetic field will affect reluctance of a conductor, resistance of a conductor, A and B, both in the same way, none of the above. It affects both reluctance and resistance of a conductor, which means option C, A and B both in the same way. Okay. Then question number 69. The uniform magnetic field is the field of set of a parallel conductors, the field of a singular conductor, the field in which all lines of magnetic flux are parallel and equidistant, none of the above. So, the uniform magnetic field is option C, the field in which all lines of magnetic flux are parallel and equidistant. 69, option C is the right option for this question. Then the magnetomotive force is, what is the magnetomotive force? Okay, the voltage across the two ends of exciting coil, the flow of an electric current, the sum of all currents embraced by one line of magnetic field, the passage of magnetic field through an exciting coil. So, the magnetomotive force is option C, the sum of all currents embraced by one line of magnetic field. Then question number 71. What will be the current passing through the ring shaped air cored coil when number of turns is 800 and ampere turns are 3200. So, we need to find out the current passing through the ring shaped air core. Question itself we can find out the answer. So, number of turns 800, ampere turns 3200. So, when we dividing ampere turns divided by number of turns, turns and turns get cancelled, we will get ampere. Ampere is the unit of current. So, by simply this one divided by this one we will get 4. Option B, 4 is the right option. Then what will be the magnetic potential difference across the air gap of 2 centimeter? Like which one? 2 centimeter. Length in magnetic field of 200 ampere turns per meter. Okay, we need to find out the magnetic potential difference across the air gap. So, which one? 200 into multiply this both, we will get the magnetic potential difference. So, 200 into 2 into it is given in centimeter. Okay, then 2 into 10 power minus 2. So, 2 and 2 we will get 4, here 4. Okay, not 24, 4 and 10 squared, this power will get cancelled. So, 4 ampere turns, option B is the right option. Okay. Then question number 73, which of the following statement is correct? Okay, we will see one by one. The magnetic flux inside an exciting coil is lower than its outside surface. The magnetic flux inside an exciting coil is 0. the magnetic flux inside a exciting coil is greater than its outside surface. Last one, the magnetic flux inside the exciting coil is same as on its outside surface. Which one is correct? Option D. Magnetic flux in the inside and outside surface is same. Okay. Then question number 74. We'll read. A certain amount of current flows through a ring shaped coil with fixed number of turns. Okay. How does the magnetic induction varies inside the coil if an iron core is threaded into coil without dimensional change of coil? So, certain amount of current flows a ring shaped coil with fixed number of turns. Okay, then what will happen? How does the magnetic induction varies inside the coil? When if an iron core is threaded into the coil, the magnetic induction will be increases. Okay, iron is threaded into a coil without dimensional change of coil, the magnetic induction will be increased. So, option B is the right option. Then the magnetic reluctance of a material. So, what is the reluctance formula? First of all, R equal to L by mu A. This is mu, okay, not U, mu. R equal to L by mu A. So, it is related with in the options cross sectional area. How can it relates? Inversely proportional. So, when it is increasing, it will decrease. So, magnetic reluctance of a coil decreases with increasing cross sectional area of a material. So, inversely proportional decreases with increasing, okay, cross sectional area. So, option A is the right option. So, rest of the options also C. Increases with increasing, no. Does not vary, also wrong option. Decreases with increasing, okay. Then question number 76. The initial permeability of an iron rod is the highest permeability of the iron rod, the lowest permeability of the iron rod, the permeability at the end of the iron rod, the permeability almost in non-magnetized state. How the initial permeability of an iron rod is the permeability almost in non-magnetized state. Option D is the right option. Then question number 74. How does the magnetic compass needle behave in a magnetic field? Okay. Then it assures a position right angle to magnetic field. It starts rotating. It assures a position which follows a line of flux, line of magnetic flux. Option D, none of the above. So, the magnetic compass needles behave in a magnetic field. It assures a position which follows a line of magnetic flux. Option C is the right option. Then question number 78. In a simple magnetic field, the strength of magnetic flux, how the strength will be? In a simple magnetic field, magnetic flux, strength of magnetic flux will see is constant and has same value in energy part of the magnetic field, increases continuously from initial to final value, decreases continuously from initial to final value, first increases and then decreases till it becomes 0. So, which one is the correct one? In a simple magnetic field, the strength of magnet flux first increases and then decreases till it becomes 0. Option D is the right option. Okay. Question number 79. The stray line of magnetic flux. What is the stray magnetic flux? Stray line is defined as a line vertical to the flux lines, the mean length of a ring shaped coil, a line of magnetic flux in a non-uniform field, a line of magnetic flux which does not follow the designed path. The stray line of magnetic flux is defined as a line of magnetic flux which does not follow the designed path. Option D is the right option. We will move on to the next one. The bar magnet has dipole moment, monopole moment, or both, or none of the above. The bar magnet has dipole moment. Option A is the right option for this problem. Okay. Then question number 81. Which of the following materials are diamagnetic? Silver, copper, silver and copper, iron. Diamagnetic material, silver and copper. Option C, silver and copper is the right option. Okay. Which of the following type of materials are not very important for engineering applications? So, ferromagnetic, paramagnetic, diamagnetic, or none of them, or not very important. Which one? Option C, diamagnetic. Okay. The susceptibility of paramagnetic materials is generally lies between four different options are given. So, lies between, for susceptibility of paramagnetic materials, 10 power minus 3 to 10 power minus 5. Option E is the right option. Then, for which of the materials the saturation value is the highest? Four different options are given. Ferrites has the saturation highest saturation value among the given options. Okay. The magnetic materials exhibit the property of magnetization because of orbital motion of electrons, spin of nucleus, either of this, all of the above. The magnetic materials exhibit the property of magnetization because of spin of nucleus. Okay. Option C, spin of nucleus is the right option. For which of the following materials the net magnetic moment should be 0? For which of the net magnetic moment should be 0? For the given four different options are given. Antiferromagnetic materials, the net magnetic moment should be 0. Okay. Option C, antiferromagnetic materials. Then question number 87, the attraction capacity of a electromagnet will increase if the four different options are given. Core length increases, core area increases, flux density decreases, flux density increases. Option D, flux density increases. The attraction capacity of an electromagnet will increase if the flux density increases. Then question number 88, which of the following statements is correct? So, we will see one by one. The conductivity of the ferrites is better than ferromagnetic materials. Conductivity of ferromagnetic materials is better than ferrites. The conductivity of ferrites is very high. The conductivity of ferrites is same as that of ferromagnetic material. Which one? The conductivity of ferrites is better than ferromagnetic materials. Option A is the right option. The conductivity of ferrites is better than ferromagnetic materials. Then, temporary magnets are used in loudspeakers, generators, motors, all of the above. Temporary magnets are used in option D, all of the above. Loudspeaker, generators and motors. Then main causes of noisy solenoid are, we'll see, strong tendency of fan out of laminations at the end of caused by repulsion among magnetic lines of force, uneven wearing surface caused by dirt or uneven wear between moving and stationary parts, both of the above, none of the above. Main causes of noisy solenoid are both of the above, both option A and B. Okay. Strength of an electromagnet can be increased by increasing the cross sectional area, increasing the number of turns, increasing current supply, all above methods. So, increasing the number of turns, strength of an electromagnet can be increased. Okay. Option B, increasing the number of turns is the right option. Then 92, core of an electromagnet should have low coercivity, high susceptibility, then both of the above, none of the above. So, core of an electromagnet should have high susceptibility and low coercivity, because what is susceptibility? It acceptance, like it retain coercitivity is demagnetize. What is susceptibility? Permeability or the property of accepting the magnetic properties or magnets. Okay. So demagnetize, coercitivity is otherwise can be referred as demagnetizing property should be low. For a electromagnet, demagnetizing property should be low. Then high susceptibility, it accepting the magnetic properties. Susceptibility means accepting, so it should be high na. For electromagnet, demagnetizing should be low and accepting should be high. So, high susceptibility and low coercivity. So, option C, both of the above. Then magnetism of a magnet can be destroyed by, how can we destroy the magnetism of a magnet? Heating, hammering, by inductive action of another magnet, by all above methods. So, Magnetism of a magnet can be destroyed by all above methods. Option D is the right option. What are those? Heating, hammering, by inductive action of another magnet. Okay, then okay, we'll end up the video up to this. In this electromagnetic field theory, collectively we have seen around 100 MCQs under magnetism and electromagnetism topic. Kindly subscribe our channel Off Campus and click on the bell icon, then only you will receive notification whenever we upload videos. Okay, thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.